Hello, everyone. I hope and pray that you are well. Thinking a little bit about baptism today. Post-COVID baptisms have meant that the age of the children that I've been baptizing has been a lot older lately, right? I've done 6 baptisms in the previous 6 weeks or so, including a couple at Smithers yesterday. And instead of little tiny newborn babies, I've been baptizing children from 6 to 15 months old, infants and toddlers. And while there's something very fitting about baptizing a helpless newborn baby, right? That child receiving God's promises at baptism. There have been some interesting side benefits, I think, to baptizing older infants and toddlers. One of those benefits is that the way that parents hold the child, right? Typically with newborns, they're holding them lying down, but with toddlers, the child is kind of sitting up at their arms, facing the baptismal font and even facing me. And yesterday, one of the children was clearly enjoying being baptized, smiling contentedly in their parents' arms. And really, I don't think I can fittingly convey how much it stirred my heart to baptize an infant, to baptize infants who are actually looking me in the eye. But that's not always the case. A couple of weeks ago, my colleague and friend Joe Ellis from Telco, he was here a few weeks ago, he sent me a link to an infant baptism that he did in the Smithers CRC. And he called it the most awkward baptism ever at the Smithers CRC. And I thought he's got to be exaggerating, so I watched the link, and he wasn't exaggerating. He was baptizing a toddler, right? Again, post-COVID, 18 months or so, and that toddler absolutely refused to be baptized. The toddler saw the water at the baptismal font and just screamed bloody murder. He wanted nothing to do with being baptized. And I thought Pastor Joe, handled it well, but it's certainly not how he drew it up. And isn't that how it is for the children we baptize and for all of us who've been baptized? Sometimes our baptism fits quite comfortably, right? We wear it well. We wear it contentedly. It's our identity, right? We're children of our Heavenly Father. We settle into God's safe arms. But other times, our baptismal identity chafes against our worldly identity and our worldly longings. And we just want to scream bloody murder. And we do that kind of limp in your parents' arms kind of toddler resistance spasm, right? Where we're just not fitting and comfortable. And I'm not hoping or longing for the baptisms I do to end up with a toddler protesting their baptism with screams and spasms. But neither do I wish for all baptisms to be kind of overly romanticized, right? Right, the world's all as it could be and should be moments, right? That's not, we don't always have cherub-like infants who are, who have faces that are aglow. Baptism means dying and rising with Christ, Paul tells us. And we have to die and rise repeatedly. And the reason is that our old self is pretty hard to kill, right? We may think that our old self is dead. We may think that our old self is at the bottom of the Red Sea with Pharaoh and the army. But as retired CRC Pastor John Timmer used to say, the problem is that our old self is a pretty good swimmer. We try to drown it, but pretty soon it just bobs back up. And so my prayer for you, brothers and sisters, is that may your baptismal identity give you this day great comfort. And may you wear it comfortably. The peace of Christ be with you all.